Okay, here, dear diary. Let me move you down a little bit. I don't know why it's kind of going crazy. Okay. So I recorded a video for Sugar Daddies, and it was kind of cute. It was good, but the timing was totally off. Like, I don't know what happened, but it was like I would say something, and then 20 seconds later, it would like show me saying it. So I'm recording a new one. Sorry, Aubrey. I know I loved your comment. Mwah. Okay, so real quick, because I have to go to work in like 2 minutes. Um, Sugar daddies. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to go littledictionary.com on you. A sugar daddy is an older gentleman, if you will. Now, they're just older men who are like 60 and usually don't have like kids or a wife or anything. But they're pretty, like, they're rich basically. Like, they have money and they're willing to spend it on you, younger people. I feel that sugar daddies are more of like a gay culture, just because you really, I mean, like women, when younger women get older men who spend money on them, they're called gold diggers. When gay people do it, they're called amazing, because who doesn't want a sugar daddy, you know? Plus, gays have more rights. Okay, so like I said, sugar daddy, just an older person who's willing to spend money on you for like a relationship or company or something. So real quick, the pros and cons of a sugar daddy. The pros are that sugar daddies, of course, number one golden rule, are willing to spend money on you. And I'm sorry, that tops everything. Spend money on me. Buy me clothes. I love clothes. Take me out to dinner. That's fine. I'm not gonna stop you. Okay, then usually sugar daddies are pretty nice. They're not bad. They're not gonna like beat you. You know, you get those crazy young kids who like beat the shit out of you and throw you down a step. Sugar daddies won't do that, partially because they're too old too. So if they throw you down the step and then they fall, then who's gonna help them? So, you know, if they break a hip throwing you down the steps, then they're worse off than what they were before. So they can't beat you, really. They're just not physically able. You know, we have to help our seniors. We can't expect them to help themselves, really. Another thing about sugar daddies are, oh my god, I have to leave. I'm gonna miss my bus. Okay. Another thing about sugar daddies are that another good thing is that usually most of them don't expect anything physical. They just want your company. They want you to go and have tea with them and watch movies, and that's it. And that's good because they're kind of like an older friend that spends money on you and doesn't beat you. So I think that's a good combination. Um and then we come to the cons. The cons of sugar daddies are number 1, some are kind of fucking sketch. I don't know if they can help it because I guess after you get a certain age, you just kind of turn into like a crazy old perverted creepy man. Like once you hit 53, God says you're just gonna be weird for the rest of your life. So deal, and they do. Another thing is that they can be really perverted, i.e., broomsticks, fisting, like hanging from a ceiling, KY jelly on your face, mess that I'm not really into, you know? I'm up for a party. Fisting, not so much. I don't want a fisting party, you know? Don't spank me. I'm not your baby. I'm your friend, usually. Or I'm your gold digger, at least, so, you know. But, and then another thing is that they can be pretty attached. Like, I don't know why, but they just tend to really go for the person that they can't have. And like I said, I guess it's because once they're older, they don't get a lot of attention. So it's kind of like, oh my god, the one attention that I do, let me keep it forever. But it gets a little sketchy. It does. it gets a little sketchy. I made an example on my old one, just about some guy picking me up on the bus. He was a sugar daddy. Kind of texted him and just said hey, and he took it as like me like wanting to sleep with him and marry him. Um, I think his name was something like Abu Ghraib. You know, he was really short. Um, so it didn't work out, obviously, because if it did, I wouldn't be working. I would be at home sleeping in my bed. Um, but just real quick, in like 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes, I'm gonna tell you just like the basics. These are like the basics of a sugar daddy relationship. Um, you have to know that in order to get some, you might have to give some. If it's like a regular relationship, if somebody takes out the trash, you're gonna suck their balls, really. If they ask you to do something, or if they do the dishes, that's a hand job. Um, if they help you with laundry, that's, anal. I'm sorry. Um, so it's really like the basics. It's the same with the sugar daddy relationship. If they buy you dinner, at least, um, never mind actually, because it doesn't work. Because if they buy me dinner, I'm just gonna go home and sleep in my own bed without them. Um, I don't know, just something about like sleeping with your grandparents, kind of. Like if they're 60, that's like my grandparents' age. I don't sleep with my grandparents. I don't even think. Oh, God, could you imagine? I hope not, because then you're kind of creepy. I should, like, put numbers for people that are obsessed with sleeping with their grandparents, because apparently this is what this blog has turned to. Perverts. What is this world coming to? Jeez. Um, Okay, so I have to go, but that was my sugar daddies. So I'm taking applications just so you guys know, because I need a sugar daddy. I'm in desperate need of a sugar daddy. I am taking applications. Um, you need to know that you almost have to be dead. You basically have to be dying. Like, if I could actually go to your hotel bed, if I could go to your hospital bed, that would make it better. That's like a novelty, actually. You have to have a lot of money, like Bill Gates or more preferably. Um, and you just have to be really dying. So, I'm really trying to be the next Anna. So, if you guys could help me, that would be wonderful. Because, I need a sugar daddy. So, come on, sugar daddies. Bring it on.